Hello, my friends. This wasn't the most ideal location, but I've got a cookie, so it will have to work. Now, where are y'all? Where are my friends? This is like the worst location I could have picked with the dish return in the back, but it's better than the couple that are vigorously making out in the booth in front of me. Oh, somebody's watching. Hello there. I wonder who this is. Who are you? I need to fix the chat box. There we go. Alright, I've got one person. Oh, I've got two people now. Please don't run away after I say hello, but hello. No, they did. They left. Every time. Every time. Oh my gosh, this girl. About Hazal. I hope I say memorable things in my live streams. Then I can get merch. What would that be? Oh. Hello, new person that came right as I was drinking my root beer. Another new person. Why am I drinking my root beer? Oh, Becky. Becca. Becky, what's Becca got pizza? Heyo. Two people again. Oh, well, maybe. Oh, one. Wow. This is not turning out the way I thought it was gonna. This hurts. Why do y'all keep coming in and leaving? Okay, well, welcome back, Becca. It's good to see you. Please don't mind me. I'm eating my lunch. It's chicken today. Oh, there's two people. Hello. Please stop leaving. Please. I'm gonna cry. Please don't. I'm just kidding. I won't cry. But that doesn't give you an excuse to leave. Please stay. Also, I'm sorry if my screen shakes because it's touchscreen. I think I said this before in the live stream. My last live stream, that my touchpad is broken because my pig stepped on it. So the whole thing is like touchscreen. I have to poke the screen, and so as I do that, it shakes. It shakes stuff. See, Jules just posted something in Spanish, and I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Oh, wow, that's nice. That's cool. There was 3, and then there's 2 people, but at least there's more than one. At least the 2 people stayed. May or not make it up. Oh, well, that's cool, Rob. No problem. Ooh. Oh, it's Max. Hey, Max. My favorite queen. Don't tell Paige I said that. She'll get mad. This is on video, so never mind. She's going to find out. Why is it that every time I do one of these live streams, I somehow end up looking like a raccoon? Would it get better if I took off my glasses? No. No, it didn't. I just looked like a tired raccoon. Thanks, Becca. I appreciate that. Hello, Max. How are you? Miss. Oh, there's 5. I looked away for half a second, and there's. Okay, Becca, go for it. Oh, there's 4 of you now. Every time I get excited, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Hi, Jules. You just posted a status in Spanish, and I looked it up, and it was not nice. But if it's what I think it's about, then yes, absolutely. But yes, Becca, please ask me your question. And again, ignore the district room behind me. I apologize. Oh, there's 5. Wow, 5 people. So exciting. I'm not excited. Wow. Tell me your questions. How are you feeling today, Jules, by the way? See, I said something and then the 5th person left again. Are you guys doing this on purpose? Is this a game to you? Do you think this is a game? Why? Do I always spell the word demeanor? Oh my god. I spell it wrong, like, every time. What the frick? Okay. My friend just messaged me a message that I thought was okay. She was saying how I don't message her and how to turn into in real life with work and stuff, so I'm being ill. Okay, so is this somebody on the site? Like, okay. Jules, first of all, make sure that you drink some water. And if you're watching this live stream, make sure that you're, like, somewhere comfortable, laying down and chilling out. Okay, so this is a friend in real life. Okay. You guys like that? Anyway. Hi, Samantha. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Becca, I would say okay, before I can answer that, Becca, did you tell your friend that you were busy? Like, did you let her know, like, hey, I'm, like, before, like, hey, I've got a lot going on right now, or did it from her end look like you were just ignoring her? And Max, go for it. What kind of advice do you need? Very good, Jules. Take care of yourself. You don't need no man. The only 2 men you need are Ben and Jerry's. Am I right? And Jesus. But that's fine. My girlfriend made another day with the girls and okay, whoa. My girlfriend is on holiday with your girl best friend. And she called me saying she kissed someone else. Okay, wait. That Soph kissed someone else or that Meg kissed someone else? Again, sorry, I'm eating a chicken sandwich. Let me know. Okay. So, and Meg is denying everything, of course. Have you tried, like, Okay, no, never mind. I feel like this is a conversation you're probably going to have like once they're back. You're not going to be able to, unfortunately, get much information while they're gone. So, oh, is it broken? Can y'all see me? Hello? Oh no. Becca's saying the stream is broken. Somebody answer so I know if I need to redo it. Please and thank you. Somebody please say something. Oh. Okay. Cool. As Gabby Hannah would say, welcome back. Anyway, so there's not much that I think you can do while she's away. I think you're going to have to wait until she comes back. Like, sit down with her, have a one-on-one talk, and then also, like, talk with Sophie, like, Soph one-on-one, and ask her, like, what did you see? Like, be very calm about it. Like, okay, just tell me what you saw. And then try to match up the two stories and see where the inconsistencies are, and then work from it from there. That's what I would do. I hope that made sense. Until then, though, I feel like maybe it's best to not talk to Meg until she gets back. But that would also depend. Yeah, no, Jules is absolutely right. But make sure that you talk to them in... Well, see, I'm kind of torn between talking to them separately or talking to them one-on-one, because I feel like if you talk to them separately, then in theory they would have time to talk to each other. I don't know. Poor Jules. You deserve the best. I always tell her I'm busy. She knows I work full time and I watch my nephew. I've been helping my mom out a lot lately because she's ill. Okay. Well, then your friend's just a jerk. You have the right to be mad. Because especially if she knows that your mom is sick and she's like, oh, pay attention to me. No, you've got your priorities straight. She just needs to cope. What the heck is that? Oh my god. Jules is already at it with quoting me on the site. That's fantastic. Thanks, Jules. Oh, you're so funny. Also, Paige is online, so I don't know why she's not here. She's a fake fan. We are not friends. Hashtag exposed. Oh, I love you too. I hope you feel better soon. Oh, dude, no offense, but if she's cheated on you twice, what gives? Why are you still with her? I mean, okay. No, I take that back. I know that sometimes when you love people, it's really easy to kind of just, like, hope that they'll get better at it. But if she's already done it twice and then you're Soph, who apparently from what you're saying has a more trustworthy record of saying it happened again, I feel like you should probably be more inclined to believe Soph. But you should still probably talk to them one-on-one when they get back. But logically speaking, if Meg has done this before, then there you go. Who? Oh, Max. Who? Who is it? Oh, who are you in? Oh my god. That's the thing. Yeah, third strike, confirmed for real. That's the thing. We've been together since we were 14, grew up together, so it's hard to let someone go. But if she did it, then you should be, dude. Just walk in, strap on those Louis Vuittons, and just walk out of her life in style. I can give you some Christian breakup lines if you want. I've got tons. Like my favorite would be, "Is your name Kirk Cameron? Because I see you get left behind." Thank you, thank you. There's also the other one. "So I was reading the book of Numbers, and I noticed that yours isn't blocked yet." Thank you. Thank you. I accept. I accept all points of payment. Likely story page. Likely story. My dude. Oh. Nothing. Nothing. I've got nothing to say. It's my favorite. It's my It's my favorite person in the entire world. What? Paige, no. I would never, ever say anything behind your back, ever. I am hashtag 100% real with you. All the time. Every day. Oh, shoot, there's 8 of you. Hello, 8 of you. Jules is lying. I don't know where you got that from. Jules lies all the time. Oh, there's 9 of you. Hey. Hello, friends. Your space picture. Oh. That's dark. Oh, but seriously, oh my god, I mentioned the number again, and so many people left. Ooh, okay, that's fine. I'm eating chicken, so that's something. When have I ever? Jules, you don't have to pretend now that somebody's here. No, Jules, if you're going to post my breakup lines, you need to post the Kirk Cameron one. That one was my favorite. Although that one's kind of more scary. Well, maybe not if you're a movie buff. Stop. Stop, you're making me so fun. Stop. No. Stop it. I am the night. Anyway, literally nobody paid attention to directions. I have no questions to answer. Thank you, Jules, by the way. I have no questions to answer, so I feel like I'm just gonna... The number keeps fluctuating, so... Alright, super fast. I'm just gonna clear up a whole bunch of rumors that I've kind of heard in regards to Anton. What? Rumors? Anton? Never. That never happens. Literally ever. The number one that I keep hearing is that he's in a secret relationship with like tons of girls at once. And here's the number one reason why that's not happening. I don't have the time to even reply to the people that I want to, let alone however many people you guys think that he's talking to. Like, y'all, I'm actually in finals week this week. So, by the way, that's going to also kind of explain why, like, if replies are really, really spotty this week, it's because I'm studying and crying and dying and trying not to kill myself and then probably attempting to kill myself. But it's not working. That's a joke. Please don't call the police. Yeah, so there's no way that he could have tons of secret relationships if for no other reason than the fact that I just don't have the time for it. There's no way that he could keep up that many. Oh yeah, totally. No, Becca, no, that's why I took it back right away. My sincerest apologies. But yeah, like, no, there's no way that he could have tons of relationships because, biggest reason being, there's no way that I could keep up with that. the one relationship that he's working on that he's going to tell everybody about, which there has been a day that's been picked that he will come out right and say it. So y'all, like, there is a day. It is happening. It's been set in stone. It's but yeah, please don't. There's no way that he could have a million relationships at once, because there's no way I could handle it all. I can't even handle the one that I want him to have, let alone tons of them at once. I'm not telling you. Wait like everyone else. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that no, he doesn't have 3 or 6, or I think the biggest number I heard was 8 girlfriends. So everyone calm down. Seriously. Calm down and eat some chicken. When Ash tried to be polyamorous, funny story, I toyed with that idea for a while. I thought about having Anton do that, but no. Again, I can't even keep up with the one, let alone both of them. Nope, he's a one lady man, or one man, depending on whenever. YouTube blocked my messages because I sent too many. It's true. Hi, Evie. Welcome. You came just in time to see me eat a piece of chicken. That's the dish return. You pick up these dishes when you eat food, and then you put it on the trays, and then they go get washed. Dish return. I know, wow. Do you want me to go put the plate on it? Do you want me to go put my plate in the dish return? Wow, it does not take much to please my friends in the UK. Okay. All right, one sec. 1 second. Dish return. Wow. Most fantastic thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, they tell us not to do that. Oh, Paige has a question. Yes, ma'am. Go for it. More chicken. I'm so appreciative. Fried chicken. Does Anton like fried chicken or fried sushi? Just from the interviews that I've seen, because I mean, excluding some very obvious elements, I try to keep Anton as realistic as possible. He talks a lot about his favorite sushi place in California called Sugarfish, and how it's his favorite place to go. So I think I'm gonna have to go with fried sushi. Well, sushi, not fried sushi, just sushi in general. So yeah, sushi. I would have to say sushi if I'm. Paige, if you could stop, that would be fantastic. I wonder if somebody's made fried sushi. I'm actually gonna Google that now. Fried sushi. Oh, fried sushi is a thing. So get at me. Not making it up. Yeah. Hey, it's Maggie, and I'm just here to ask if you're ever going to have Anton be happy for longer than 3 seconds. Okay. Yes, Anton will be happy for longer than 3 seconds. Yes, Anton goes to Sugarfish all the time. He loves Sugarfish, apparently. It's like his favorite place to go. He said it in like 1,000,001 interviews that he loves Sugarfish. Oh, it's Angelita. Hello, Angel. All my friends are here. This is the best day of my life. I ate all the chicken and not the bread. Shame on me. Hello. Hello, hello. All my friends are here. I'm so happy. Well, he lives in Los Angeles. Okay. You go, Paige. You can do it. I believe in you. Stay hydrated. Drink water. Be good. We love you too. Goodbye. There she goes. To bigger and better things. Yeah, no, Anton goes to Sugarfish like all the time, apparently. I mean, he loves Sugarfish. I don't know like what he orders. Well, I lied. In another interview, he talked about how his favorite kind of sushi was salmon avocado, which sounds disgusting, but he is also an LA trash bag, so he is probably fine. No, I'm not cute. Stop. Stop it! Why is everyone saying that? I am meant to be feared. I should get ice cream. But I don't want to get it. And hey, hold on a second. Have Anton happier longer than 3 seconds. He's been really happy this week. I don't know about you. The last time that he was upset was last night, and it was for a very brief like that, because freaking Kane, like, oh my gosh, this guy, like, stop, my dude. You precious cinnamon apple, I'm screeching and my cat is judging me. Well, your cat seems to understand, or she. I don't want to assume your cat's gender. It's 2018. Get with the program. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Also, if y'all haven't added my new account at Cherry Boy, you should do that. Because I'm super sick of him dying. I love him more than I love him. Hey, Sandy. Stop. I'm not too nice. Constantly shaking. Who's vaguing? Wait, who's vaguing? Is that like vaping? Oh, vague, like vague posting, not vaping. Sorry. Yeah, no, last night, he was just like really, oh my god, but yeah, add at Cherry Boy, please. Thanks. Okay, Max, please do. I love you. You deserve the world. I'm gonna put this at here because if you guys haven't added him yet, you need to. And actually make connections with him. That would be great. Fantastic, please and thank you. Also, can somebody tell me what happened to autoplay? I'm really upset by this. Like, please, can someone explain to me what the frick happened to autoplay? It's totally ruining my freaking aesthetic. Angel's right. Go to Sugarfish. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have Firefox. I have Internet Explorer though. Let me check and see if that works. But yeah, okay, so does anybody have any questions, like, at all today? I can probably, in theory, assuming it would take that long, which I don't think it will, but I can stay for about another hour. And then I have to take pictures of this girl in my quad. Her name is Sarah, and she works with this company here in Virginia called, Lynchburg Princess Project. And she is Moana. So I get to take, like glam pictures of her dressed up as Moana. Oh, my hair got stuck in my necklace again. Why? I hope they're fixing that autoplay glitch. You know what? I'm saying now. Go to Sugarfish. Yes, pick up your future husband at Sugarfish, but not my German husband. If you do, I will kill you. Is Perry actually my Anton? I feel like she annoys him. No. It's Anton is so annoying. It's really hard to annoy him. Like, you'd have to do a lot for him to get on his nerves, pretty much. He's super laid back, and he's also that kind of person that he would tell you if you were annoying him. Like, he'd be like, "Please stop. I want you to stop doing the thing that you're doing." Oh, autoplay works on Internet Explorer. There you go, guys. One of these days, somebody's going to make a GIF of me, and it's going to be a meme, and I'm not very happy about it. Yeah, Chrome sucks pretty much. You know what? How do you feel about Haley's? Okay. Because, honestly, Haley is kind of in and out, and she doesn't talk to him as much as she used to. He's not entirely filled in on the facts, but from what he sees, he just kind of hopes that she makes good decisions and that she's okay. And he mainly is concerned about her knowing that even if they don't talk like all the time, she knows that she can come to him and talk or vent or get advice or whatever she feels the need to do. Yeah, no, that's exactly Haley. Yep. As long as Haley pretty much knows that, like, she's got a place to go, that's fine. What does Anton think about Sandy? Just Perry? No, I answered that already. What does Anton likes Sandy. He kind of wishes they talked a little bit more. I know that they've talked in passing here and there, and like there was a couple times where they like scheduled to hang out and then they never did. Probably my fault. I don't remember, but he likes her. He's got absolutely no problem with her. They're not like super best friends or anything, but he would definitely like be down to talk more if she wanted to. He hasn't heard a bad thing about her, and he's happy that he knows her. And the couple times that they cross paths, it's always been really pleasant. Hey, Maggie, I have a question. Can you let Haley be happy for more than 3 seconds? Oh, call back to an earlier comment. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, hit him up, please.
Cute.
Please, I have to get this. Just look at it.
What's Anton's thoughts on Marnie, even though they don't talk as much? Lately he's been really irritated with kind of all of his kids, because they don't talk to him. It's super upsetting to him that like they all just kind of forget that he's there, and they only really come to him when they need something. And so he's kind of like, hey, it'd be nice if we actually talked. Like that would be great. He loves her, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely hurt by her not reaching out to him. Your shot, Maggie. So, pew. Okay, but your actual opinion. Okay. Speaking from a writer's perspective. Yeah, no, we're getting to that. Don't worry. Okay, tell me your question. I'll answer that, and then I'll get to it. Actual opinion on Liz. From a writer's perspective, she's very interesting in the sense of like she's kind of here, there, and everywhere. That she's very relatable and realistic in the sense of she has days where she feels really confident and really good, and how she's getting over her breakup with Tyler and the new things in her life. Like she's kind of opening up to them more and more every day. But she also has days where she falls backwards. And she's like, I don't know if I can do this. Like maybe I'm not as confident as I thought I was. And that's realistic. Like she's not here. Like she doesn't stay in one place for very long. It's very relatable. Like you can see I don't know what the word is for. You can see yourself in her. It's a very relatable, like she has days where she's confident and days where she wants to jump into the sun. Yeah. Okay. I think I generally know Anton's opinion, but I'm very curious about 15. Okay. Ashley's best qualities. She's very loyal. She listens. She cares. She's there. She's here. She's there. She's everywhere. Ashley fragment paints in your hair. I'm sorry. She's very loyal. She's kind. She's loyal and she's kind and she's a good friend. And she is the friend. Hi, Max. She's the friend that kind of everybody should have. And if they don't have her as a friend, they definitely need to remedy that situation. Her worst qualities, though, is that she's kind of got a tendency to sort of retract when she's sad, and she pushes people away. And she's also very self-destructive. Like, she hears one bad comment about her, and then she kind of clings on to it for, like, the next 3 days, and then everyone's like, oh, no, stop, please stop doing that. Because they love her so much. They see so much good in her, you know? But she's a wonderful person inside and out, and Anton, I think he especially tries his best to look past those things because he's been there at one point or another. Hello, Max. Welcome back. What's the update? What is the tea, as they say, as the kids say these days? That was root beer, but it's gone now. Unless it's something you don't want to share over a live stream, in which case, please don't. Please don't feel forced to. Did I tell you guys to add Cherry Boy yet? If you didn't, add Cherry Boy. There's 11 of you. Right? Yeah, there's 11 of you. Hello. Welcome. I think this is the most people I've ever had on the live stream at once. Ooh, at KFC. This chicken is hot, but our love life is not. Goodbye forever. I'm sorry, I shouldn't make a joke about it. I hope that goes well. If you, like, I don't know if this is worth anything, but, like, if you have a Skype or something and you don't want to go by yourself, you can call me, and even if I don't say anything, like, keep your phone in your pocket, at least you're not by yourself. I will totally throw that option out there as best I can. Good luck with your eyeliner. I believe in you. Think of the final countdown the entire time you're doing that. Okay. Wow. So it's like Jake gone or what? I'm really confused. You're welcome, Max. Okay. So I promised that this live stream would be dedicated to talking about Anton's past relationships, for the sole purpose of kind of so people can understand where he comes from on a lot of things. The one thing that Anton's been doing right now for sure is that he's not being like open about who he's talking to until this predetermined date, because people are harsh and they're rude and they're absolutely awful. I mean, you guys have even seen the comments that he's gotten on his this crush, that these supposed girls that he's talking to are getting comments that they're getting on their this crushes. Like it's just so bad. In fact, let me pull up my this crush right now. Okay, so literally, one of the first ones is, and I quote, "There's at least 3 of them that I've seen. You're just I don't even know what that says. That you don't deserve any love. You're a man, or I'm assuming, and that's all you ever will be. Stop leading girls on just to hurt them. Pick one and tell the others that it's not going to happen. Stop being a something and leading girls on. You say you have a special lady, but you won't name her. Probs, because you have lots of them. Do you think your secret lover," and there's an S in the parentheses, "happy about being kept secret? Probs not. You'll lose all of them soon enough when they realize exactly what you are. A selfish something who will never stop being a man something. Your special ladies will leave you and you will get what you would deserve. No one." So, like, as you can see, he has been very open in saying that there is someone like that he's talking to somebody, and they're just like, people are just taking it and running with it, and like they're saying all these horrible things, stuff that they don't really have basis for, like. But he's not doing these things that people are accusing him of. So naturally, when he's got this relationship that he really, really, really wants to have work, he's trying to take it in a way that he feels like will cause the less damage to his partner. There's a lot of confusing stuff that's going on right now, so I wish I could give you guys more details, but again, for the sake of partner's safety, I don't want to give any details away until otherwise said that it is okay for me to do so. So let's start from the very beginning. I will try to speed this up as much as possible because Anton has kind of got a really complicated romantic history. So I'm going to try to keep it as short and as sweet as possible, while also making sure to hit the key details. Why does my face look so fat on camera? Why? Anyway. Okay. When I first joined the site, thank you, Becca. When I first joined the site, Zed was relatively unheard of, and even the people that did know of him knew one song, which was Clarity, and everyone thought that he was the singer, so everyone thought that Zed was a girl. So when I had joined the site, nobody knew like what Anton looked like or who he was until like you sat down and you connected the dots for them. When I joined the site, Anton was in his phase of where he was very sweet and he was mousy and he wore plaid shirts all the time, and like he was just pretty much like just chilling in Cedar Rapids, he was just living his life. And the first relationship he got into, how the story goes, is that he joined a dating website and he met Zayd. Yes, Anton's first relationship on the website was with a man. And they went on a date. They went and got ice cream, as I remember it. And they decided to make things official by the end of the day. when Anton took Zane back to his house to make cappuccinos, and they ended up sleeping together. Cappuccinos, they get you in the mood, man. Anyway, so Anton was with Zane for a long time, and Anton was more the feminine partner in that relationship. So he was very like, he relied on Zane. He came to Zane for advice. Zane like pretty much took care of him, and he really appreciated that. There came a time though where Zane stopped talking to him regularly, and he was talking to his other friends. What did it for Anton was when they got engaged and they were set to be married. And then something had happened, which led to Zane forgetting Anton's birthday. And Anton spent his birthday alone. And then Zane came home, and Anton was like, I think we need to see other people. And they broke up for a while. It was kind of teased they were going to get back together, but then Anton decided against it because he was like, that sucks. Like, you forgot my birthday. And then Anton... Are y'all following me so far? Like, does everyone understand now that, like, understand that full story? Like, does it make sense to y'all? Are you following or no? Was that too sped up? Did that not make sense? Okay. Becca's got it. Sandy's got it. Sandy, actually, do you remember when Anton and Zane were together? I feel like Anton was friends with Sandy when this happened. Maybe? I don't know. All I remember is that Zane was gay up until a girl showed interest in him and then ended up marrying her. Yeah, so see, Sandy remembers. Sandy, she's followed Anton on this entire roller coaster. She knows. Anyway, so fast forward, and Anton moves to Illinois, in Chicago. He gets an apartment. He kind of keeps to himself. He doesn't really talk to anybody, and then he ends up meeting. He goes to a bar, and he ends up sitting next to the only girl that's there. He ends up sitting next to the only girl that was there, and that girl's name was Savannah. Savannah was probably the best and worst thing that has ever happened to Anton ever. They ended up talking, and she was like, hey, I'm having a party this weekend. Why don't you come over and DJ it for me? And he was like, okay. And he ended up texting and chatting with her all week. And then the day before the party, he came over. He was really kind of cute because he came over on his bicycle. He came over with a backpack with a cheap bottle of wine. And he came over and they talked. And they were in the kitchen. And he all I remember was that he pushed everything off of the kitchen counter and put her on top of the counter. And the thing that bothered him the most in that situation was the fact that he broke those wine glasses, because he kept talking about how they looked like they were Cristal and how he was like, that's really expensive. And I just totally broke those glasses, and it upset him. So but yeah, they ended up sleeping together that night, which was really sweet. It was sweet the way that it had happened. And then they ended up dating. And then ultimately there came a day where Savannah came home from work and she was like, hey, so I'm pregnant. And he flipped out because he was like, oh my God, I don't want to be a dad. I'm scared. I can't be a dad. What if and then of course it only got worse when she was like, oh, guess what? It's twins. And he was like, oh my God. A lot of memes. And then the twins ended up being born, which, fun fact, Aries' original middle name was not. No, it wasn't Aries. Bryce. It was Bryce. Bryce's original middle name was Arkady. So his original name was Bryce Arkady Zablowski. The reason why it ended up changing to Vincent was because in the storyline that I had with Savannah, Arkady was the main antagonist. He was jealous that Anton reached a level of fame that he didn't, so he went on this rampage, and it ended up with Anton in that storyline killing his brother, shot him in the face. And it was really intense. It was really fun, but really intense. And so what ended up happening was that Anton came up to Savannah after that and was like, hey, I don't want my son to have the name of my brother. So they ended up switching it to Vincent because that's the name of Savannah's father. Fun fact. Anyhow, flash forward, Anton and Savannah get married on Halloween. They had a costume party, Halloween-themed wedding. It was Corpse Bride. And then Natalia was born, and life is great. And what ended up happening was that there came a day where Savannah came down the stairs, and she was like, hey, Anton, can we go upstairs? I really, really want to be intimate right now. And he was like a little confused because it was really out of the blue, but he was like, okay, that's fine. So they went up the stairs and they slept together. And then the next morning he woke up and he was like, hey, so I'll see you after work. And she's like, okay, see you. He gets dressed, he goes to work, he comes back, and the house is completely empty. His children are sitting in the middle of the room, not even in there. Frick. Sorry, I have a hangnail that's killing me. I know. Oh my god, it's stuck. Anyway, his children were sitting in the middle of the room. They weren't even in their crib. They were just sitting on the carpet. And there was a note that said, all it said was, I'm sorry. And underneath that was papers for him to file for divorce. And he put it off for a long time. Almost. He put it off for a long time because he didn't want it to be over. And she never came back. So he went through with the divorce and carried about his life. And then Anton went to a bar. I'm sorry, guys. This is really upsetting me. Oh my god, I'm just making it worse. Okay. So are y'all following along so far? So you get that was Anton's first marriage, first introduction into fatherhood, and that's how it ended, and it was kind of screwed up. He is still recovering from it, to be fair. So y'all are following along, you get it, you understand a little bit more. I will get this hangnail. I got it. That only took 5 hours longer than it should have. Ripped my finger open though. So it was at this point in Anton's life that he was like, you know what? A switch was flipped, and he was like, I'm super tired of getting screwed over by people that I love, and the fact that they just aren't there for me, and how it's always me that has to suffer, and I lose the people that I love for no reason, pretty much. He was really upset. So what he ended up doing is that he became a jerk, which is where a lot of today's rumors kind of come into play. He slept around like crazy. It didn't matter. Men, women, older than him, younger than him, not too young though. Like, we're not stepping into illegal territory. But like, it didn't matter. He would sleep with pretty much anyone that offered. And he drank a lot. He was a mess. And this led him to go to a bar, and the waitress there was like, "Hey, I recognize you." And he looked up, and in enters, at the time, Louisa Rose, who is now Ariana Grande. And she was Louisa Rose at the time. Well, no, she was Ariana Grande back then too. It wasn't until after she started talking to Anton more that she changed her face claim, but that's a whole another story for another day. Anyway, I'm just gonna say Louisa Rose because that's what she was for the majority of their relationship. Anyhow, they got into, like, they started talking. He was super drunk. She was like, "Let me drive you home." She gets him in the car, and they ended up sleeping together in the car. And at the time, she was pregnant, I think. Oh my gosh, that whole them meeting kind of blurs together. I think she was pregnant with Jasper. I don't remember, but a lot of stuff ended up happening. And when Anton was like fully out of his relationship, like divorced and all that, he married, like he got into a relationship with her, and then they ended up ultimately getting engaged, getting married, and having kids together. The problem with this relationship, though, is that he was the reason why it failed, because he cheated like crazy. He just was so awful. He flirted, he kissed people. He only physically slept with one. No. Yes. He physically slept with one person. Which, oh shoot, I totally forgot about Ray. Okay, super quick backtrack. Before Anton got with Louisa Rose, he had a girlfriend for a while named Ray, which is how he met Jack. And Ray and him were together for a long time. They never slept together, ever, until they broke up, because she proposed to Anton over dinner, and he was like, no. And he freaked out, and he broke up with her. And then when Anton was married to his second wife, he slept with Ray on a vacation with Jack as well. He didn't sleep with Jack, but it was a vacation of Anton, Ray, and Jack. And he slept with Ray behind his wife's back. And she found out pretty much the second he came home, and they got divorced. They got married again after a little bit of time passed. Like, they got back together. And they really, like, she told Anton, like, you need to stop cheating or we're done. And she made him, like, go to rehab to stop drinking, and programs, like treatments, to make so that way he would kind of understand, like, why are you doing this? Which is where he found out that it was because of his past marriage to Savannah, and definitely his engagement with Zane played a part of it. And he did all this work, and he came back to her. And from my perspective, Sarah Jane will tell you otherwise, but from my perspective, he did all this work, and he came back, and she ended up confessing to him that she had a crush on Reaver. And that's how she realized that the spark in their marriage was gone, and she wanted a divorce. So we made it so that way it was mutual between the two of them, that they came to the conclusion together. It definitely sucked. Like, they fought really hard to be together, and then it just ended up not working. I do believe that she tried to be with Reaver after that. I don't know if it was like serious relationship or if it was just a feeling she had for a while. I don't remember. But I do remember that after that, Anton was like, I'm like he was really hurt because he did go through a lot of the effort of like he wanted to get better, he wanted to change, he wanted to be a good husband again, and it just didn't work out. It sucked. And then that's where he met Louisa Thompson. He knew Louisa Thompson through the course of his second marriage. There were rumors that went around about them, which is kind of what kickstarted, I think, Louisa Rose's affection for Reaver, because she thought that they were sleeping together. Anyway, so what ended up happening there is that there was where like Louisa Thompson tried to get with Anton during, you know, his marriage, and he was like, no. And she told him I remember it very clearly. She was like, I'm going to wait for you. And he was like, yeah, well, good luck. Because he was really dedicated at that point on making his marriage work. And she was like, no, watch me. I'm going to wait for you. And he didn't believe her. He really had no, like, and I tell you not, she waited like six, I think, maybe even more. She waited like 6 real life months and this for Anton to be single, to properly ask him on dates and stuff. And even then he didn't answer, like he didn't accept it right away. Like it took him a little while before he was like, yeah, okay, fine, we can go on a date. And they went on a couple dates, and she asked him to be like her official boyfriend in like the cutest way possible. She had like a Disney poem, and it was like a picture of Anton with like a mustache, I think, or Disney ears, I don't remember, but it was super cute. And it was like, you know, I love you, will you know, date me? And he was like, well, I can't say that I'm in love with you yet, but yeah, I'll date you. They got together, and that caused a whole slew of problems, lots of drama. But once it settled, everybody was more or less fine. And then blah, 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 they dated, everything was great. They got engaged and married, and they were together for a long time. And that divorce ended up happening not really because of anything that anyone did. I know that Paige got super busy in real life, and Louisa was going through a lot of depressive episodes, so she was just kind of like, I need to be away from you because you deserve to be happy, and I don't want to drag you down with me. And they tried to work through it. It just didn't work the way that they wanted it to, and Paige was gone for a long time, and it really hurt him. He was really sad because he really loved Louisa. He loved all of his wives. He did. But this was the most recent one. So that is where he is now. And that is the super condensed, believe it or not, version of Anton's dating history. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Or in this case, my Zed Talk. Surprise. So, thoughts. What's a TED Talk? It's like they have these conventions called TED Talks, which is like people go and they like just talk about their ideas, whether that's, you know, religion or politics or inventions or slam poetry, whatever. They're like conventions to spread ideas. So yeah. So that was a really complicated, that was as condensed of his dating history as I could make it. I apologize if it still kind of doesn't make much sense, but he's been through a lot. But on the flip side of that, he has also done a lot. He can't really blame anybody for why, like, his second marriage failed. It was his fault. It was 110% his fault. And of course, it definitely plays into that whole, you know, you can do your best to get better, but sometimes you get better too late. So, yeah. y'all for listening to that. That was a lot. Sandy, I don't know if you remember like any of that. I remember that Anton was really sad too, especially when it came out that he cheated on his second wife because he lost a lot of friends. Rightfully so. But there was also a good group of people that were like, you have a problem and we need to help you. And they stuck with him and got him the help that he needed, and it was really appreciated. So I kind of hope that clears up a little bit as to like, why does Anton get all the same rumors talked about him? Why is he sensitive to certain topics and not sensitive to others? You know, all that fun stuff. Do you guys have any questions? Right, Sandy does remember for sure. Do you guys have any questions in regards to his relationships or things that you heard about previous relationships or anything like that that I could clear up for you right now? And then I will take prayer requests and then send y'all on your way. In the meantime, while y'all think about that, I'm going to go ahead and respond to this crush. Because people are on some crazy stuff. Probs not. I like that. Probs not. By the way, did I tell y'all to add Cherry Boy yet? Because if you haven't, you should. Rum and cola. Hooray. Alright, so come on. None of y'all, like, that was so much. Like, I just gave you so much to work with. You guys don't have any questions at all. Was I really that clear? That concise? Right on. I'm just eating bread at this point. Well, y'all are so nice. You know, the hate really used to upset me, and now it's just like, y'all can't even spell Anton, let alone insult him. Well, if y'all don't have any. Oh. I think Anton is in a good place now, or how would you describe it? He definitely has fits of anxiety where he has times where he's like he'll get close to someone. There's definitely been a couple of times where he almost got into relationships with people that he ended up pulling the plug on because he was too nervous, too scared. He didn't feel like the timing was right, or vice versa. You know, all the hate and stuff that he got, he felt like it was too much for him to have a healthy relationship with somebody while that was a present element in his life. He definitely like thinks about other people, and he's like, as much as I love this person, if these people are going to harass him or her as well as me, then I don't want to get them involved in my life. Like, it sucks. And it makes me sad, especially as his writer, that he does a lot of the same pattern where he tries to open himself up to people and, you know, kind of clear the dust and like get his dirty laundry out there immediately. Like, hey, my name's Anton. It's nice to meet you. People hate me. Please don't be one of them. And they always end up leaving. And it sucks. I'm getting kind of emotional. Like, it sucks. Sucks for sure. But he's in a good place where at this point he's kind of like, people are either going to love me or they're going to hate me, and I can't really convince them either way. He's got a very tight-knit group of people he knows he can count on. So as long as he's got them, I think he'll be just fine. He's building up his confidence day by day. What a question, and not for Anton, but for you. Good luck with your finals week. Thank you. I'm gonna need all the help I can get, especially in Old Testament, which I have on Tuesday. Old Testament is hard. Promise after stops, Bryce is gonna spend all good. How nice would that be? Anton spending some more time with his kids. It'd be so nice. I think that he could use a lot of like family therapy. I think that he would appreciate that for sure. Y'all. Ooh, 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 girl. Ooh, 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 girl. Somebody get a hold of Sarah Jane and tell them to accept Michael. Tell her to accept Michael. That's her fiance. You need to add him back now. I don't know who you are. Are you as proud as I am for Bryce? Of course. Oh my gosh, I'm super happy. Like, college storylines are always super fun. I get super happy. I just love, and especially for like me as a writer, it's super awesome to kind of see these characters that I started 3 years ago and see them kind of literally grow up in front of my eyes. It's very nice. It kind of makes me feel like I've created this world bigger than myself, and other people are just making it that much more beautiful. It's fantastic, really, actually. So thank you, Max, for kind of bringing that to life, as well as Sarah Jane and Harmony, and Evie. Well, Evie not so much in the sense of like, well, no, never mind, I lie. Evie too. Yeah, thank you guys all for taking something that was really small and making it larger than life. Like, that's great. Makes me happy for sure. Bryce is my absolute favorite person. I just love him. I love the twins in general. I just love Anton's kids. It makes me so happy. Like, I'm not the cutest. I am the knight. Fear me. I'm kidding. Thanks. I just love Aries and Bryce very similar. Hi, Rob. Rob, you're coming in just at the end, but at least you're here. Welcome, welcome. I love Aries and Bryce. I like they're very similar but different too. Perfect, which is exactly the image I had for them all that time ago, for sure. I just love them and you and everything to do with Bryce and his family. Oh, thank you. It's really super duper surreal to kind of like have joined this site with a face claim that was like, what, at the time he was 24-year-old German guy. It's like he looks like a toothpick, could probably hide behind a broom, and he barely spoke English, and he was really awkward, and he was just kind of there. And he's now a prominent figure. He's like, I wouldn't necessarily say he's the guy, because the last time I said something like that, people thought that I thought I was God's gift to humanity, which I don't at all. But Anton's definitely one of, I would like to believe, he's one of the key players in the community, that he's just kind of, he's one of the people that everybody just kind of knows, whether it be it for better or for worse. So it's really cool to kind of see that transformation for sure. I don't remember if that's where I was going with that, but it's nice. Okay, so we have reached the end of this live stream. So this is the part where I take prayer requests and I send y'all off to start your week with something with some blessings and some help. I have a prayer request from Molly already, who could not join us today, which makes me very sad. But she's a busy lady. She's got stuff she's got to do. So let me just pull this up. While I get everything all set, if you have prayer requests that you would like me to pray for you right now, you can go ahead and send them my way. If you have a prayer request but you do not want everyone to know about it, please send me a direct message within the next 10 minutes, and I will add you to the list. As always, if you would prefer the request to go unspoken, you can just say that you need general prayer. And, and if you got any questions, I will be happy to answer them. Let me just grab my pencil. Whew. My grandma, as per usual, of course. No problem, Evie. I got you. Jules? Yep, I got you, Jules. General. Prayer. Yep. I feel like that I know what that's about. That's fine. Hello, who's messaging me? I'm trying to get everything, Becca. Okay, Becca, I'm on my way. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, Max and Becca. Okay, I'm on my way, guys. Let me. Okay, Max. Okay, I got your thing, Max. Is it okay if I can pray for these things out loud, or would you rather me not? Same thing with you, Becca. Is it okay if I pray for this out loud, or no? Well, yours isn't as specific, Becca, so I feel like that's fine. I can just keep it general if you want me to. Yeah. Okay, just wanted to. You said I didn't. Okay, I didn't message you, but I like the cool kids. Okay, Rob. You've got a section here. I'm also going to put Molly's down. Oh, shoot. Okay, guys, we're going to have to make this fast because my computer's about to die. Ah. Shoot. Hurry, Rob, hurry. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh boy, oh man, I think I have like about still on. Wow, yeah. Who is this? Yeet. Okay. Don't know. Rob, please hurry. My computer's gonna die, my dude. Okay. Okay, so I have Evie, Jules, Max, Becca. Rob's gonna tell me something, and I have Molly's. Oh my gosh. If my computer dies, guys, I am so sorry. I don't think it's gonna. How much time do I have left? Tell me, I have 11%. No. Rob, please. Pray for all my good friends. Okay. Yeah. So Rob just wants like a general like friendship prayer. Cool. Okay. Alright, guys, I really don't want to cut this short, but I want to make sure that this gets prayed and out for while I still have battery power. Okay. Anyway, alright, so here we go. Y'all, bow your head if you want to. If not, just I ask that you don't add anything in the chat while I'm talking. I'm gonna go through this as super fast as I can. Please also know that your prayer requests don't stop here. I continue to pray for y'all throughout the week. And I'm gonna put Paige down too because I know that she's got a lot going on, and so I'm just gonna do a general thing for her. Just have a good life, as well as like Sarah Jane. I know that I'm putting her down too because she's super stressed. So I'm just gonna put a prayer piece over Sarah Jane. Okay, great. Here I go. Just don't put anything in the chat. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Okay. I have how much battery left? Okay, here I go. Father God, I just thank you today for the chance to sit here with my friends, and even though we're all in just different places, Lord, I'm just so thankful for the chance that we have to sit together and to talk. The first thing I'm going to lift up to you, Lord, is Evie's grandmother. Her grandma is, you know the situation there, God. You know that she's needing your help, Lord, and so I just ask for a divine intervention there, that your hand be over that situation, God, and that you help them as well. I pray for Jules, who has a general prayer, Lord. You know the situation that she's going through right now, God, and I ask that you just keep her safe and happy and healthy, and that you help her through what she's going through right now, Lord, because there is nobody that can really see her hurt or her heart as well as you can right now, God, and so I just ask that you keep your hand on her, and that you show her your comfort and your love, and that you're there for her even when she can't see you or understand. Lord, I also lift up Max's little sister, who is going through a lot of epileptic fits and such right now, and she might possibly have to get surgery. Lord, I ask if that's the what it comes to, that you are there, God, that you comfort her and let her know that it's totally okay, that she's resting in your hands, and that you love her, and that you're going to be there for her, Lord. But if that's not what is to happen, Lord, I just ask that you're with the family through all of these times together as well, Lord. I lift up Becca and her family. There's a lot that's going on right now, God, and I don't know the details, but you do. And so I just ask that there's a general sense of calm over the house, Lord, that you put your divine peace and your love, put it in the midst of that situation, God, and that you walk them through the season that they're going through, and that they ultimately come to restoration at the end, Lord. I also lift up Rob's prayer for all of our friends here on the site, off the site, Lord, that everybody who is going through these hard things, it just seems to be a really tough season, Lord, and just that we ask that you just take care of everybody in general, God, that we take care of each other, and remember that we're a family, very dysfunctional family, but a family nonetheless. Molly, who is going through a lot of self-image issues, Lord, I ask that you just put peace on her, and that if she is supposed to start this weight loss journey that she feels compelled to do, Lord, that you're just with her every step of the way, and that you remind her that it doesn't matter if she's a size 2 or a size 20, God, she is beautiful, she is perfectly and wonderfully made. The way that you described, Lord, doesn't matter what size she is. I also lift up my friends Paige and Sarah Jane, who are both going through a lot right now. I just ask that you just put peace on their soul and remind them that, even as alone as they might feel, that you are there with them and that you have never left them nor forsaken them, and that you're there whenever you're ready to be there, God, whenever they're ready to accept the fact that you are there, Lord. I also pray for Onish. I think that's how you pronounce it. I know he told me, but I forgot. I've been praying for him every week, and even though he couldn't join us on today's live stream, I pray that his family, the situation that he's going through as well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say details, that you're just there, and that you help him and you help his mother, and just that there's so much going on in that situation, Lord, and that you are there, that you remind them that whatever is happening right now, God, that you are there, and that if they turn to you and they ask for guidance, that you will not leave them and you won't abandon them, you won't leave them hanging out to dry, which is something that I feel like is probably a pattern in their lives, that there's a chain that needs to be broken, a cycle that needs to stop, God. I also continue to just pray a general prayer for the friends who couldn't make it today, Harmony and Maggie, who was here for a while. I also pray for Sandy, and everybody that's on the site that I talk to or that I don't talk to, or friends that I used to have or friends that I still do, God, that everybody deserves to be loved and feel loved, Lord. And I ask that you're with them this week and that you bless them as they have blessed me. And it is in your name that I pray. Amen. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you continue to have a blessed week, and I'm super happy to update you all on the poll that I posted earlier in regards to what day would be best for these live streams. I got a resounding Saturday. So it seems to me like these live streams will get moved to Saturday. So keep that in mind. The live streams will now be given on Saturdays. So please make sure that if you are going to tune in, it will be Saturday. Because I am going back home on the 15th, which means I will no longer be in this setting, but back at my home in Massachusetts. It will be Sabbath, which means I won't be able to do the live streams until Saturday night. So probably